This is Brent with Rocket Night,
like you
and
to fix it.
here we are behind the overtime bar
I have a tiny
with
head. I do. I have a small head.
a cat and Undercover Betty.
The camera's not running, is it?
Yes, the camera's running.
Oh, that's
Okay,
bad.
okay.
That's bad.
Okay,
Let's do it.
That was sneaky.
so
He's getting candida.
let's go back to the beginning. How did the band get started?
Well, I saw Rebecca playing in Midnight Rush. My band at the time had some health issues, and I was looking for someone to play with. And as soon as I met her, and we played together for a few minutes, we knew that it was destiny, and we have been playing together for the last 6 years.
Minus that really bad drummer that we had.
Yeah, we had a really
It's really
The
bad.
less
nice
bad, the better.
woman. She was very nice.
Oh, she's real nice.
She was very nice.
Not enough sometimes.
But when our mutual friend, John Zahner and Evie, told us of this wonderful
She's spelling
girl,
it out. I mean, she was like laying this history
Kana
out like,
Lembeck, who was available.
like Wikipedia.
Actually, John called her in the middle of the night when they weren't returning our calls. It was like 1 o'clock in the morning. He actually called from this actual bar.
Historic.
And her husband answered the phone, and she got together with Reb and I, and the rest is history. We were three-piece for 3 years.
And then what?
And then
And then it all turned around. They
That
found
was-
me on the dark web.
Actually, I met them just before this happened.
That was when they were
because
good.
the first time I went and saw them was
Smoking
without Corky.
How dare
a
you.
one hungover morning, my husband talked me into going to a little pub to
Such a
see his friend
socialite.
Joe
You're such a socialite.
play, and Carol was there.
That's right.
And as soon as I saw her, I started texting her. I woke her up. I'm like, she's the one.
I wasn't happy.
But I had
She wasn't
been-
happy.
And she still
but I'm
isn't
like,
happy.
look, we've been looking for a keyboard player. She's the one. I'm telling you, she's the one.
And I had come to see
And,
them here like a few weeks ago, and I
yeah.
snuck in and snuck out and didn't say anything. But as soon as I realized who Connie was, I'm like, I want to join that.
What
band.
did she just say?
I
What
didn't say
did she
shit.
just really say?
I know she talks
I
like
snuck
that.
out.
But long
She's a
story
rapper.
short, I said to Carol, I said, I've got a band called Undercover Betty. She goes, oh my God, I'd do anything to be in that band. And I'm like, well, your wish may come true. And
Not
so it did. And here
So
we are.
5 years later,
5 years later, here we are.
we have all gained great friendships, and we've had some wonderful times, and you know, it's been a great journey for us all. And thank you, Connie, Carol, Connor, and we hope that we can continue with the original material.
Sorry,
because
guys.
For us,
Holy
it was always
shit,
about.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah, you know what?
Fucking what an asshole.
I love it.
Excuse me while I kick his ass.
Okay.
That's
We're all
perfect.
good.
You couldn't
Right in the
plan
middle
to
of
do
me
that.
loving everybody. But
Yeah.
you know, you guys, I love you. We've had great 5 years, and we are going to continue as a original band because we have a lot of good opportunities that have been offered to us. Connie has a few things going on in her life. No
Well,
big shake, but
I was
it's
gonna
all
say-
good, and we just need to take a little time off.
I need knees.
She
Well,
needs some knees.
Hello?
You're getting
world.
ahead of things.
Got some knees.
You're getting ahead of things. I was going to
Well, what
say.
do you mean? Shut the. You don't need to be running
You
this.
be
We're
directing
running-
this interview? He's giving you guidance.
Go ahead, Brent.
Okay, so you guys all do different projects and have done different projects even during the time you were in the band. I know Rebecca plays with a duo with Fred Chandler, and she also does
Trio.
with her husband
Yes.
and
And
of
Bad
course-
Rabbit.
and Bab Rabbit. So she does other things. Kana is doing
Star.
Gypsy Star.
T-Bone.
Yvonne,
She has
T-Bone.
Gypsy Star,
Gypsy Star, and then the
Christie's Angels.
Christy
Angels.
Christie's Angels. Great project she's doing.
I'll probably do a cocktail thing somewhere just to get some bucks.
Carol.
Or a
Carol
duo
is
here and there.
everywhere, and she's a great writer, and doing a lot of original stuff. So, and then Miss Connie just this big hoe bag. She's just,
But
Connie's
Carol,
playing with everybody.
more importantly, Undercover Betty Unplugged is always available, which is me and Carol and Rev.
And Connor when
And
she's
Connor
available.
when she's
Because you know
available.
everybody wants Connor.
You know, I'm very blessed to be able to play with my husband in many projects. You know, so, you know.
Well, I was going to say everybody's significant other is in a band. There's Rebecca and her husband's in
Yeah, that guy.
Jaeger Mafia and Third Story Basement and who
He's
else?
done his research.
Oh yeah, and Connie's husband is in Bipolar.
No,
I'm
that's
not saying
Carol's
that.
boyfriend.
And I play drums
Bipolar.
with them. He goes out front and I play some drums. It's a lot
And
of
she
fun.
does play drums in that band on some songs. I'm
Anyway.
very blessed to play in a duo with my husband called Agent Bonds. I have a trio with JoJo Jones called a band called Wanda. We do, I'm also playing with him and John Hyman and the Mustang Mafia. And of course, my heart project with my son and my husband, the Eclipse Band, will be together forever until one of us dies.
But
I mean,
Morbid.
don't forget that when we close this camera tonight, after this, it will be, when you see Undercover Betty again, it will be an all-original
Yes.
project. We just opened up the dock-in at the State Theater, and from what I was told, the head people over there at the State Theater, we did very well, and they were very happy with our performance, and they would love to have us back. So we hope that you guys will, in the future, look for us as an original band, because really that's what it was all about to
It
begin
was.
with.
That's always
That's
from the
what
get-go.
we intended this band to be. But we
Absolutely.
realized that as people that needed to make a living, we went for the cover material, and we did what we thought we needed to do to make a living and keep a roof over our heads. And that's what we did. We did, and I'm proud of you guys, and I love you guys, and thank you for
Absolutely. And
being a
Rebecca
part of
being
this,
the
you know.
songwriter of this band.
But
Absolutely.
it has come to a point now where it's really more about the originals, and we've had our time. We've had 5 years we've had 5 great freaking years, and for that reason, you know, we realized that there was an expiration date for everything, and it doesn't mean that we're quitting. It just means we're moving on to better things and things that we really love and that are more important to us. So you will see us in the original area.
Absolutely.
And
I
we
mean,
are
we've
going to be
been
doing
so
great things
blessed.
in the future. So, and Brent, thank you so much for
thank you
being
so
there for
much.
us. You know, it's really important to all of us that people like you made this possible. Thank you for getting this footage. Thank you for being a part of this, because
Not a problem.
if it wasn't for you, most people probably wouldn't give a shit. So thank you. We appreciate you.
Well, and next question, how do you go about songwriting? Is it all a joint collaboration, or does one person come up with one part and then you put it together, or?
Well, you know, here's the thing. I came up with a lot of songs, but if it hadn't been for the girls that put their own little mark on everything, it wouldn't be the way it is. I can come up with an idea, you know, and I'm a songwriter. I mean, that's what I do. I believe that I'm pretty good at it, but I couldn't do it without them. It takes a team. You know, I can only give them, you know, what
Yes,
I have,
ma'am, it
and
takes a
I
team.
can, you know, and they can create and make it better. And that's what they did, you know, and that's why we are, and that's what we're doing. Why these originals have been accepted and appreciated the way they have been over the last few years is because, not because of me. I created an idea, but without other people being a part of that, it wouldn't be as good as it is. You know, I love you guys. Thank you for your input. I mean, it would never have been as good as it is, and I appreciate you guys. Thank you.
So tell me about the experience opening for Tier and Dockin over at the State.
We had a blast. I
Carol?
mean,
Yeah.
Carol threw up.
It's not.
Carol threw up for 2
That's a
days.
vicious rumor, and I do have a normal head. She is not
She did.
right.
Carol's like,
you know, we've
that's such a
been
great time.
very,
It was
I don't
great.
remember any
We
of
just
it.
rocked. You know, it was crowded, more crowded than I thought it was going to be, but it was really
was
packed, and it was a
awesome.
nice audience. And to hear them screaming at the end of every song was a thrill. It was
very
really
nice.
receptive, and we really enjoyed it. I think they liked us a lot, and
And
hopefully there's more in the future.
They did.
of these
In
jobs.
fact, they J-Rock texted me a number of times in the last few days and said how much he appreciated what we did, and he really enjoyed the music, and he has really some good shows for us in the future. So, you know, hope Connor would be there for us.
I mean,
she's so busy.
we've been
you know, she's
so
a rock
blessed.
star, so we have to make sure she's not busy.
I'm no rock.
We've been so
Connor
blessed.
keeps thanking me.
I just saw him live.
I mean, when you look back at the 5 years, we started our very first opening act was for Blondie. I mean,
And Devo.
who in the
Are you
world
kidding me?
gets their
God, we were
first
terrible.
opening
We
act for
sucked.
Blondie and Devo? But by the time we got to the Vixen show, we were tight as a drum. We were producing our album,
Vixen's
of which
hard
you
to
can
add
get
up to.
on iTunes, StarOneRecords.net,
Plug that music.
and UndercoverBetty.com.
Plug it.
But we've been so fortunate to open for some wonderful, wonderful national acts, and every
And we're
time
going to open
We'll do
for
more.
more.
and every time we moved up, we just got better and better and more confident with our own playing, and realizing that Undercover Betty's original music, her original songs, are so
Our original
amazing
songs. They're the real deal.
that people in the audience that are just hearing them for the first time the other night, looking out at that amazing packed house, were singing our lyrics with us. And
it's your lyrics.
honest to God, it was just, it was making us cry. We were so
It was
excited.
a wonderful
Great.
moment.
There's
so.
no other band in the whole world that's
So
playing
you have
those
not
songs at that
heard
time.
the
you know?
end of us. We're just going to move on to the next best thing, to what we really need to be doing. You know, we have done what we need to do as not only just an original band, but more so a cover band, because we felt that that's what we should do to keep people recognizing us. We are recognized now, and so we don't need the cover band to be who we need to be. And we're going to move forward as an original band and do better and bigger shows, because now we've earned our dues. You know, 5 years into this as a cover band / original band, it's time that we dropped that other end of it and we become who we really are, because that's what we do. That's what we do. That's who we are.
All right. Well, this is Brent Michael from Rocket Night, and I look forward to seeing
Brent.
more from
Thank you,
Undercover
Brent.
Betty.
Thank you, Brent.
Thank
We
you.
love you for being a
Group
big
hug,
part of us. Hey, we got to say this.
Nam yo renge kyo, nam yo renge kyo, nam yo renge kyo.
All right, awesome.
Thank you, Brent.
Thank you.
Shaping the narrative, man. That's good questions.
Thank you, Brent.
It's always the same old story. Every day that you come home, I know that you hear me crying. See if we can change. Why was I the one? I wanna stand in the rain. Listen to me. Why is it so hard to see the light inside? 'Cause I